Hi guys, welcome back to another video. If you are new to my channel, my name is Hannah, and today I thought it'd be fun to let Pinterest kind of tell me what I am into, and I encourage you guys to do this too if you are active on Pinterest like I am. I'm on Pinterest pretty much every day, pinning things that inspire me, things for fashion, for home, for literally any aspects of my life. I turn to Pinterest and I just am so active on it. So the other day I thought, you know what, instead of going to, Vogue and different websites to see what's in for this upcoming season, which hopefully spring is around the corner because it is so cold here in Maryland. I'm pretty sure it's like 9 degrees today, which is crazy. I am over the cold already, but I think we're gonna have a long winter. But anyway, that's beside the point. I thought it would be fun to actually look at Pinterest and see, you know what am I pinning without even realizing it, and seeing what I am into for right now, for upcoming spring, summer, whatever it may be. And I think, I don't know, I feel like this is gonna be fun. I feel like this is different. I feel like, honestly, Pinterest is really going to tell me what I'm into because that's how active I am on it. I just absolutely love Pinterest so much, and if you've never checked out Pinterest or you don't have a Pinterest account, I highly recommend checking it out or maybe trying it for the first time, because I am always inspired by Pinterest. I'm always looking at Pinterest for fashion help, for just new things. So I feel like this will be so fun. So we're just gonna go through it and see what I'm into. The first thing I'm seeing right away is barrette clips, or just different ways to style my hair that adds an accessory to my outfit. I am very minimal when it comes to what I wear every day, and especially if I'm wearing more lounge sets, working from home, I just want to add an accessory that kind of helps elevate my look a little bit more, but in a simple way. So I'm seeing myself pin a lot of barrettes, different barrettes and things like that. I actually just got one off of Amazon. My cousin got it for Christmas in her stocking and I really loved it. It's very similar to this one I'm sharing here, but it is black, and I actually got it in. Hopefully I'm gonna style it and wear it a lot more. I've never worn a barrette like this in the past, so I gotta kind of feel how I want to style my hair with it. She has a lot shorter, and her hair's on the thinner side, so she can do a bun and like put a barrette in, and I just really liked how she was wearing it. But my hair is a lot more fuller, so I don't know, I feel like this is more how I will style it because she seems to have the thickness of hair like I do. But I just really love barrettes. I think like this, it adds to your outfit and stuff like that. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get all my hair in like a ponytail like that, but I feel like that could be a really nice way to add an element to your outfit. So I'm definitely really loving barrettes. I'm also loving just like different accessories for your hair like this. I don't even know what this is called, but I've been seeing this a lot lately and I think it's so chic looking. And I know this one's actually by Lee Studios, I can tell. I think this is one of the founders of Lee Studios, and I just really like different accessories for your hair at the minute, whether that be like a claw clip or a barrette or a headband or anything. I'm just really into that. I think I touched upon the headband a little bit last year, and I'm still really loving that at the minute as well. Another thing I feel like I'm really loving is anything to do with like draping. I can see myself pinning like a lot of draping of like a scarf or like a shawl, or like the draping of, maybe another, I don't know if this is attached to her sweater or is the top, but just like kind of playing around with the draping of a garment, or, tying your sweater to your jacket as an accessory. I just see myself looking for that and pinning that a lot. Just like this outfit, I love just like the chicness of it looks like more of like a silk scarf or something like that, a lighter material, which I think will be perfect as we get into spring. But just looking at my pins, like I'm very into this tie detailing of like an extra layer of a scarf, which for winter right now I feel like is key because it is so cold outside. Having an extra layer but also as an accessory will be really nice, and I just feel like I'm seeing that a lot in my pins currently. Like this, another like drapery effect. I feel like this is attached to her coat. Let me see. Do I have any other? Or even like this, like I honestly remember pinning this because I loved it so much. It's like a part of the dress or the top or something like that, but it adds this different element that makes the top a little bit more unique, but still keeping it very simple and minimal. And I feel like that is key and something I'm really interested in, adding a little detail but still keeping very true to myself. And I just love this. I love the tie. I love what it's doing to like the shoulder and like the ruching that it's creating around her neckline and things like that. I'm absolutely in love with this shape right here, and I definitely want to see if I can find something similar. Like this again, another detail of like something draped over, just like the draping of a garment. I feel like I'm very into and pinning a lot recently. Like again, this draping of some type of garment. I feel like this is very inspired for spring, and seeing how I can bring that draping into spring and my entire for spring. Like this I love, even just like the barrette detail right here. This is definitely a more elevated, more evening look, but yeah, I love it. Even this, adding it as part of your outfit. I feel like I've talked about kind of this before, but I'm still apparently loving it because I am pinning it non-stop recently. Even like this, like a more exaggerated draping effect with a kind of like a blanket scarf. It really looks like a blanket just draped over, but she has it in a way that's a part of her garment, and it's a nice like overlayer as a coat. I just love this, like absolutely love this so much. So I'm very into the whole draping effect of a scarf or a coat or a blanket or a sweater or anything like that, a shawl, anything like that. Another thing I am seeing that I'm really into, which I'm not surprised, is different ways that I can elevate my loungewear. I talked about this kind of with my goals of 2025, how I really want to get dressed every single day, whether that be an outfit, whether that be an elevated loungewear, whether that be a workout, just feeling like I'm getting out of what I slept in. And so I feel like I am seeing myself pin a lot of different ways to elevate your loungewear sets, or not even that, but more cozy outfitting, more ways that I can dress but still feeling comfortable in my own home. Like for example, this, like a nice pair of jeans, but this oversized, comfortable cardigan jacket kind of thing that she's wearing underneath with like some nicer looking slippers or something like that, or flats or whatever it may be. Just figuring out how I can dress that still looks productive, still looks put together, but is also very comfortable for my everyday life, which is pretty much working from home. So I can see myself, I see myself really diving into that on Pinterest, like this, like a nice sweater with some sweatpants and ballet flats. Like I love this. It looks very put together. It looks like an outfit, but she is very comfortable. And I have cream sweatpants like this, with just like picking out one of my cream sweaters or something like this, and I can easily recreate that, or doing this but maybe in a different color palette. Like I have that gray cable knit sweater that I just got from Modern Citizen with maybe my black ballet flats that I wear all the time, and then just some black lounge pants or my black cashmere lounge pants with it. Something super simple like that. Again, this very cozy vibes. Like I'm pinning a lot of very just elevated, nice looking outfits, but giving still a sense of warmth and a relaxed look. And I'm really loving that at the minute because that fits my lifestyle. I've also been, I feel like, pinning a lot of cardigans that tie. I love that tie detail in a cardigan, in a jacket. I have my Lauren Magnugian cardigan, my black one that I wear literally non-stop. I love that so much. And it is just the perfect coat for my lifestyle because it works with a more elevated outfit, but then it works so well with my loungewear outfit when I want to step outside. I live in that during the winter when it gets cold, during like the end of fall, beginning of spring. It's like my go-to coat. I rarely wear anything else unless I'm going to like a nicer event. I'll put on my black wool coat, but I just love that. And I can see myself still loving that, and like details like this, just that tie detailing, I feel like it gives a nice jacket a more relaxed feel, which I'm really going for. I love this cardigan. It reminds me a lot of my Lauren Magnugian one, just more of a lighter cardigan, which I kind of want. I want a version of the Lauren Magnugian that isn't so bulky and big and heavy, whereas this I feel like is definitely a more lighter cardigan that you can wear as an outfit and like inside and things like that, whereas my Lauren Magnugian one is definitely a coat, like a heavy coat. It's thicker. I definitely still cozy up in it when I'm inside sometimes, but it's not like something that when I'm going to dinner or something I take it off because it's not light enough to wear when you're eating at a dinner spot or something like that. But I can see myself really liking that, or even these, like finding shoes and stuff like that that still feel put together but also are very comfortable. I'm just seeing myself pinning a lot of elevated loungewear looks. Another thing that I see myself pinning a lot now, just scrolling a little bit further down, is like accessories and how I can tie that into my style, and how making accessories the statement of my look. For example, like bracelets or bangles or stuff, or cuffs, stuff like that, like this. Absolutely love. Or I'm pinning this, which I think is beautiful. I really want some nice like gold or silver cuffs to wear, especially for the summer where you're wearing more, you know, sleeveless and tops that you show your arms and you can really see that cuff. I feel like that will be absolutely gorgeous. But another thing that I'm really loving is the pendant longer necklace like this. I love, and I really want to start playing around with this, especially for the spring. I feel like it will be really nice, or even the end of winter, like with a black turtleneck and just have this on with like a pair of jeans. So nice looking. Like I absolutely love that. And I see myself pinning like necklaces like that, for example, like this, like just playing more with jewelry. I feel like I am usually pretty minimal when it comes to my accessories and things like that, but I've been really loving, or seem to be loving, more of a bolder statement when it comes to like a necklace or something like that that you add into your look. And I really want to dive into that deeper, especially during the spring and maybe the end of fall if I get something similar that I can play along with styling. But yeah, I'm really into that at the minute. I also am pinning, of course, a lot of home stuff because I am diving back into decorating my boyfriend's townhouse. I kind of took a break from it for the holidays just because it got kind of crazy and there was nothing that like his family was coming into town for that I needed to get his house together and in order. He was going to Florida for Christmas, so we kind of took a break, and now I feel like I have a good mindset of getting back into it and being refreshed and kind of can find inspiration. I was kind of at that, like, I was searching and I was kind of at that point that like nothing was like, I was at, what is that called? When you just can't think of anything, or you're not inspired by anything, or nothing's working, or you're not seeing anything you like. I feel like that's like a word, and I can't think of the word that that's like, I feel like on the tip of my tongue. But anyway, now I feel like I got a break and now I'm ready to like go back to all my vintage shops and see what's new. And I feel like I also, since I was going so much, I was seeing the same things. Like they weren't getting new arrivals in or new vintage pieces in. And I feel like now, since I took a long break from it, there's gonna be so much new stuff to look at, which I'm really excited about. So that is coming. I'm definitely gonna do more furniture series in the upcoming few weeks or months or whatever, because I am back to trying to furnish that townhouse. But yeah, I'm just seeing myself pinning a lot of just inspo, whether that be like a magazine rack like this or something simple, or we're really trying to find like side tables at the minute, and I'm really working on trying to decorate the office, which is the second spare bedroom. I really want to make that an office space, and trying to find like a desk. So I'm just pinning a lot of just room stuff that I see. But again, here's another example of that pendant longer necklace, which I really like, and also just like the detail in the bracelets, maybe like a bolder bracelet like this or something like that. I just see myself pinning a lot. And then also one thing that I actually have been pinning a lot, that I know I'm pinning, that I am kind of shocked that I'm into, is a fur jacket, which I never thought would come out of my mouth, but I'm really into a fur jacket. And I just love, like, specifically this shape, style, color, like this jacket, I want it so bad. Like, I love this so much. And I know I can only find one of these vintage, so it's gonna be like that moment, and maybe I won't find it and my love for a fur jacket will pass. I don't know, but right now I am loving the look of it. I think it's so chic looking. When I put on an outfit, I'm like, oh my God, this would look so nice with the jacket like this. I'm just really loving it. And I just feel like that I never in the past thought I would. I always thought in the past, like, or like, it was just too much. It was too bold of a statement for me. It wasn't a minimal enough, but I'm seeing in a lot of ways that are very chic, minimal, simple. And before I thought it was just too bold to wear for me personally. And like every time I would try one on or something like that, or just see one in a vintage shop, it just was like overwhelming and just wasn't for me at that time. But now I'm like really loving it. And I really feel like I want to get my hands on it if I can find one. I feel like finding the perfect fur jacket is so hard, so I don't know if it's gonna come this end of winter season, but maybe next winter, you know, or this summer or something, I'll pop into a vintage store and there it will be, or an estate sale and there it will be. And but it might take me some time to find that, because that piece, or finding the perfect fur jacket, I feel like is very, very hard, and it takes some time to find it. So, but it's on my radar and I just want to share because I'm pinning that a lot. Another thing that I feel like I've shared is I'm pinning a lot of cable knits. I just like really that cozy like winter vibe, very into at the minute, like with loafers, like having like a more like cozy cashmere baggier sock with it, or just like playing along with that. Like I love that look right there. And yeah, I've been really loving looking at my Pinterest and seeing what I'm into. And I feel like I've never done this before, and it's really fun to do because I always pin and pin and pin, and I don't really look, I look back on the pin for a specific day if I'm like, oh, I think I remember pinning something with a shirt like this that I can use for outfit inspiration. But I never really look back at my Pinterest for like, okay, what have I been pinning? What have I been loving, and using that as like to tell me what should I look for. And I never really did that before. I usually like do the opposite, like go and find inspiration on like Instagram or like Vogue or different trend websites or things like that, then I go to Pinterest and pin stuff based on what I see and I like and things like that, and then I use Pinterest for that. But this time I didn't really look at any of the websites or things like that. I kind of just pinned to pin, and then I was like, okay, what am I liking? Because sometimes when you look at the websites, you're so like, now have that idea that, okay, this is going to be big, this is what you should be liking and things like that. And that's where trends, you buy a trend or you buy into a trend that you might, and not really fit you and your style, but you just see it on a website and you're like, okay, maybe I should be into this. Try maybe not looking into that and looking at Pinterest and like having what you are originally drawn to tell you what you're going to be into. And I feel like that's interesting. I see myself not really pinning much for spring and summer. I feel like because I'm so in that cold weather right now that I'm not really even thinking about the warm weather, unfortunately. I mean, I see some more spring, summer, but kind of just like simple outfits. I see myself pinning like this, just easy, flowy outfits maybe that I can take into for spring and summer, using those outfits as like my easy work from home outfits. Just simple dressing, not really that, but like this kind of just shorts and a nice comfy sweater or things like that, or like a tank and like some linen pants or whatnot. Or this, like a nice, obviously tank, white pants and ballet flats. Just like, I feel like my outfits for spring and summer, I'm not really pinning that much. I see myself pinning a little, but it's kind of all monochromatic looks pretty much, or is what I'm seeing, like very monochromatic, either like all black, all cream, all tans or stuff like that. But other than that, I'm not really pinning much for spring and summer because I'm just really not in that mindset at the minute because it's so cold where I'm at. But yeah, I feel like this is what I am apparently loving, just like barrettes, the cozy attire, finding new ways to elevate my daily dressing with working from home, those cardigan tie details, fur coats, which is shocking, but I'm loving. Trying new ways to wear socks with my loafers, that draping, very into draping at the minute. The pendant necklaces, the cuffs. So those are the things I'm really loving at the minute, and I feel like is really on my mind and stuff that I have been pinning nonstop. If you aren't already following me on Pinterest, I'm very active, so I'll leave my Pinterest. It's always in the description box below. But I hope you guys enjoyed this type of video. A little bit different, just kind of a chill sit down video talking about what I am into for the upcoming rest of the winter and kind of into the spring, but more so just what I'm focusing on this winter. But I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.